Heyo everybody, Haku here with 14 Jump Week, I think it is, part 1. And I'm probably just recording part 2 directly after this on my mad dash to catch back up to all the chapters I'm behind on. But for part 1 here, the 5 chapters I'm going with are "'Tis Time for Torture Princess" Chapter 98, Sakamoto Days Chapter 23, Candy Flurry Chapter 4, Nine Dragons Ball Parade Chapter 13, and Ghost Reaper Girl Chapter 20. For part 2, which I'm, again, unless I feel really tired after I record these 5, I'll be doing Excuse Me Dennis, It's Touching Me Chapter 25, ITLC Chapter 15, Blue Box Chapter 5, and Witch Watch Chapter 14. So yeah, just letting you know what all we're getting into before I start here. There's not really much of anything to update you on, so there's not really any reason to drag out this intro super long, other than telling you what's going to be in this one. As always, you'll have the chapters down at the bottom, but yeah, I suppose that's it. And I mean like the chapters of the video sort of telling you what I'm reading when I'm reading it, not the actual chapters. Can't show them. I would get very much destroyed. But yeah, either way, gonna go ahead and start off with "'Tis Time for Torture Princess." Chapter 98 of "'Tis Time for Torture Princess." We're starting off at the beach, and look how adorable Inky is. I freaking love her. I mean, I love all the characters, but that is so adorable. I love the, like, long floopy sleeve look. It's so good. "'Tis time for torture, Princess Chan. Today, we got word from Intel, and they shared some top-secret info on you, Princess Chan. Yoki's got a knack for one-sided torture games. Also, it'll be interesting to see how Sakura, I believe was her name, gets involved with all this from here on forth. You can swim, but it's not your forte, and especially with long-distance swims, you have a bit of an aversion to it." Eek, no, they're absolutely right. I love how it's just like a very, very mild weakness. It's not like a terrible weakness, just you're mildly not great at this. "Their intelligence division is as accurate as always. Why don't you just ask them the secrets, or why don't you just ask them about the secret, oh yeah, the secrets about the kingdom. Yeah, if you can find out all of this obscure information, why do you even need to torture the princess? And this might be a surprise, but I was the long-distance swim meet champion of the Demon World 3rd District Little Devil Division. I have full confidence in my long-distance swimming prowess," says Yoki. Yoki's really cute, too. This is bad X. Like they said, I do have a little aversion to swimming. In a past covert operation, I had to swim 30 kilometers solo through a channel. Although, I was carrying my gear too. It took me 6 hours." And then we have the shock on Yoki's face. "The Legionnaires told me it was a mission well executed, but I still expected better of myself," says Princess. "Heh. Shall we get started then?" I feel as though she is getting pretty nervous now. "Today's torture will be Achi Muite Hoi." Huh? Achimuite hoi. You play rock, paper, scissors, and the winner counts down with the phrase, and then points a finger up, down, left, or right. Oh, I've seen this in anime before. Achimuite hoi. At the same time, the loser turns their head up, down, left, or right. If the loser looks in the same direction as the winner's finger, they lose the whole match. If not, start over from rock, paper, scissors. First person to win 2 matches is the champion. Okay, I understand the rules, but then why are we at the beach? Don't sweat the small details. I love just the immediate change. "Let's go, Princess Chan. No, Princess. 'Tis time for torture. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot." And Yoki takes the first match. Achi, muite. I can't explain it, but with this torture I won't be losing, thinks Princess. Her Highness is a cut above the average human. Her visual acuity and reflexes are finely honed, thinks X. She can read the movement of the finger and have no trouble simply turning her head a different direction. Hoi! And then she immediately fails. Sugar honey iced tea, I was watching the finger and I naturally followed its movement. Blast! Even with her visual acuity and finely honed reflexes, Her Highness is still a bit of a royal dunce. Yes, just one more, and I've got this one in the bag. Wait, says Princess. This isn't good. I've got no choice. My only out is to use my secret technique. Rock, paper, scissors. Shoot. The invincible hand. Ultimate burst. And then she curves her hand in. This hand is the rock, the papers, and the scissors all in one, so it beats any hand you throw. Are we in grade school? Thinks X. Princess Chan, your invincible hand, if it's all in one, and Yoki throws scissors. And then, of course, you get a win, a draw, and a loss all in one, which means Yoki gets a win, a draw, and a loss too. So that adds up to a tie, doesn't it? Then we have the shock on her face. That's my invincible hand isn't a winning hand? The art in this is so great. I always love the character art and the facial expressions. It's so good. And it's a dirty trick, which means you cheated and you lose, Princess Chan, says Yoki. Huh? Naturally. Hey, X, not you too. Whose side are you on? Ultimately, I'd like to be on the side of justice. I love this X finally breaking ranks with Princess when it means siding with justice over her. Alright, here we go. Achi, muite. Wait, hi. The princess talks. The Hell Lord's throne room. I see. So the torture was Achi muite hoi, was it? Did you know, Kanage? I always forget Kanage's name. Did you know, Kanage? There's a secret tactic when playing rock, paper, scissors. Such a thing exists. It's a small wonder that your majesty bears that knowledge. It's small wonder that your majesty bears that knowledge. If the princess had known it, she never would have lost. The princess apparently threw 3 hands at once, but it was judged to be against the rules, and so she lost. So, your majesty, what is the secret tactic? And of course both of the royals probably pulled this all the time as kids, and because they were royals, they just sort of... all the adults went with it. Your majesty, rock, paper, scissors is only fun if you follow the rules. That was so good. Again, this is like, I think, one of my favorite, if not my favorite, things to read every week. That was an incredibly good chapter. It was really funny. Again, I love how the entire setup was for it to be a beach chapter, but then as soon as Yoki heard about the princess's past, she was like, never mind, we're shifting gears. Also, there's just like the sort of mundane, regular things like playing rock, paper, scissors thrown in that are a part of what makes it really great. But yeah, that is it for this week's chapter. Gonna move on now for Sakamoto Days. Alright, Sakamoto Days, chapter 23. I am excited to continue on with this arc and see where it goes. We're starting off with the head of the research lab guy who we met last time. And I'm interested to see what kind of role this guy will even play. He seems like randomly really cool for some reason. But yeah, let's get into it. My name's Asakura. I'm the head of this research lab. Do you two want to break free with me? You're the boss. If you're the boss here, then you're the one who kidnapped me. And Lou starts choking him. No, I didn't. I'm locked up in here with you. What are you, stupid? Okay, then tell me everything you know, mister. Alright, I'll summarize the important points. This is the lab, a covert research institute. I was in charge here, but I don't know who's running things now. 6 days and 13 hours ago, a mysterious armed group took over the facility. From what I have overheard, a number of them seem to be assassins. They locked me up down here when I didn't follow their orders. That's it. Then why am I down here? I don't get it, mister. How the heck should I know? Who are you even? Oh, now that I think about it, you're the one who mistook me for Shin and kidnapped me. God, she starts joking the other guy, whose name I'm forgetting. Gah, did you say Shin? Shin the clairvoyant? You know Shin, mister? Do I know him? I'm the one who gave Shin his clairvoyant powers. What? I thought Shin was born that way. No, he was just an ordinary bratty little kid at first. It was my research that changed Shin's life. Hey, mister, I hate meat. Here, take it. Shin, age 6. Magnesium and other nutrients in meat help prevent malnourishment. Asakura, age 25. Get it, you snot-nosed brat? I hate the meat in the lunches you make because it's all tough and rubbery. Fine, no point in wasting nutrients on an idiot, he says. God, why am I stuck looking after this brat? Hondo, you jerk. At the time, I was researching supernatural powers at the lab. An old friend of mine, Ando, left the kid with me and disappeared. Sorry to say, but I'm just not good with kids. Honestly, I don't even like 'em. Look at that dopey face. What's he even thinking? Huh, where's my special smoothie? I need it to focus in the afternoon. And then Sheen's just drinking it. Get out, you stupid brat. We have this montage of him just being annoyed by him, raising him. This is ridiculous. I'm turning into a neurotic parent. Gah, plus my research isn't going well. Hey mister, what you doing? Huh? Oh, I'm researching how to expand the thresholds of brain activity. In developing superhuman powers, in other words. I guess it's not, maybe you meant I'm developing superhuman powers, in other words. I guess it's not surprising you don't get it. Is it fun? Is it fun? What could be more fun? For one thing, nobody's ever done it before. It's cool to be the first person to do something, right? No, it's not. No, really. Just forget it then. I was going to show you when I succeed. Really? You'd show me? Yeah. And now we have him helping out and studying as he does his research and raises them. Dang, look at him. He's a total wreck. Spending so much time on that on research that he'll never succeed. I'm jealous he has so much free time. And then Sheen standing up for him. Who are you to say he'll never succeed? And Asakura has to pull him off. But then one day, hey, what's this reaction? It's clearly different from anything I've seen before. Could it be? Now, to verify it against past data, let's see. I'm thirsty. Where's that data? Water? And then Sheen drinks it. Ah, what are you doing? Ugh, Sheen, are you okay? He throws it back up. He doesn't seem any different. Maybe the experiment was a failure. Well, doesn't matter. What matters is the kid's fine. I'm not fine. That stuff tasted terrible, mister. Huh? Did I say that out loud? The experiment was a success. Hey, Dada, I know what you're thinking. You want to see Namiki's underwear, right? Huh? What a creep. And Namiki thinks you're a creep. And then he's talking about the guy who stepped in poop on his way to work in the morning, I guess. Sheen could read people's thoughts. He was thrilled by the success of my research. I'm thinking, so is that guy actually bald then? But gradually the other researchers started to avoid Sheen. Hey, anyone want to play with me? Sorry, we're busy. Maybe some other time. A guy can't have a private thought around that kid. What a freaky ability. It's kind of scary. I feel sorry for him, but it's disturbing. It was bad luck for Sheen. I just can't relax around him. Maybe I'll take up gardening. So random. I devoted myself to my research because I believed it would serve humanity, but the results were entirely different. I'm done researching superhuman abilities. Just wait, Sheen. I'll make a drug that'll reverse the effects. Don't bother, I'm fine. Your project finally succeeded. Aren't you even happy about it, mister? You know, this is interesting. Sheen might actually like being able, despite all the bad things, like having superpowers. But the thing is, this guy's like, oh, it must be so terrible everybody's judging him, without just taking into account that he could be there for him with his powers. I'm so sorry I got you mixed up in my stupid research. Your research isn't stupid, mister. I've had enough of this crappy lab, you gloomy scientist. Because it seems like Sheen, legitimately believes in what he's doing and everything. I'm out of here, mister. After that he left. How can I ever face him? Wow, what a sad story. And Lou and the other guy are just bawling. But I'm sure Sheen doesn't hold it against you. And how would you know? Because I know Sheen. Sheen likes his power, and the boss doesn't talk much, so I kinda envy Sheen. Huh? Boss. But if you still feel bad about it, mister, we can apologize to Sheen together. Good timing. I'm gonna fight with Sheen right now, too. Article 11 of the Sakamoto family rules is, if you get in a fight with someone, make up by the end of the day. It's Sheen's new family's rule. Since your apology's kinda late, mister, it might be a good idea to bribe him with a treat. Sheen loves cotton candy. Huh. Gosh, I'm starting to feel like an idiot. Sheen taller now, young lady. Who's there? Oh, see for yourself. And they bust out. Alright. Our escape mission has started. Mission priorities. 1, escape. 2, apologize. Oh, okay. Am I gonna die? We have, I guess that's just reminding us who he is, Tanaka. Alright, see, I love this. I liked getting, like, random Tanaka stuff in the background was funny. I liked getting so much more about Shin's past. And about Asakura, I really, 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 really like him now. He's really cool. I hope he kind of, like, not stays around as part of the Sakamoto household, but, like, if he just sort of stayed in Shin's life as kind of like a father figure, it'd be pretty cool. But yeah, either way, that was great. And we got progress to the main story of now they're escaping, as we have, of course, Sakamoto and Shin breaking in. And of course, we still have Pisuke and his partner. They're coming, and I'm not sure if they're going to bring Hana with them or not. Which would just add another element of danger into the situation. But yeah, either way, it was a really, really, really fun chapter. Got a lot done, and I'm going to move on now to Candy Flurry, which I'm excited to continue reading. Okay, time for chapter 4 of Candy Flurry, which I'm like super excited to read because I've loved the first 3 chapters so far. I think this series has a lot of promise and a lot of possibility for the future. Like, I really like the concept so far. I'm really, really, really enjoying it. And we just got introduced to Irie, whose character quirks I love. The way she's somehow really, really hyper competent in some ways, but also comedically incompetent in other ways. It's really good. So yeah, either way, I guess let's get into reading here. We have Chapter 4, An Empty City. Wait a second, aren't reset agents only allowed to use their abilities against sweets users? Oh, that's right. What do you mean that's right? Who exactly is that person? That's Toka Irie-senpai, one of 5 reset agents who are sweets users. Okay, so only 5 are sweets users then. She's the vanilla ice cream user. Okay, last time I thought they just said ice cream, but if it's just vanilla, I guess that means that there are different flavor ice cream users, which is kind of weird given that the donut user could make all kinds of different types of donuts, which would probably mean there aren't a bunch of other donut users. So at the very least, she's one of the top 5 agents in the reset. So yeah, I knew she was one of the top 5, but I didn't know that they were the only ones who were sweets users. I think it would be more interesting if like 1 or 2 of them weren't sweets users, or if there were like random lower ranking sweets users here and there. The one dude looks... I can't tell what the other 3 are, but the one guy looks like a pretzel user. Like a pretzel knight. I'm excited though, their designs look cool from just the tiny bit we can see there. Whoa. Hey Misaki, our ride back to headquarters is here. Oh, thank you. Tsumugi, you want to ride home too? I'm fine, please, don't trouble yourself. I just want to get away from you, she thinks. Don't be shy. But really, it's fine. That'd be too much, right, Misaki? Declining such a generous offer is rude, he says seriously. Why are you so clueless? And then, I love each of their facial expressions in this panel down here. Thank you so much for the ride. My place is right around that corner, she says. Huh? No, it's that corner. Of course Senpai will be dropped off first, and then you'll be taken home. What's wrong? How come you don't understand? Why, you... See, headquarters is just around the corner. It won't take long. Huh? We passed headquarters. What's wrong? How come you don't understand? She says. Like, both taunting each other, but also looking incredibly nervous and terrified. We've passed headquarters, so where are we going? I used to live in Tokyo a long time ago. I'd pass by here on my way back from my grandma's house. Oh? Take a look. The view's nice. The view? What do you mean? This view isn't... You can go. This leads into Tokyo. This road is part of the area deemed unsafe and is liable to collapse at any moment, so it's no longer used. How do you think this all happened? Well, it's your fault, right? What? Misaki, yesterday you were able to capture the donuts user soon after being deployed, but that sweets user should have been too much for a one-star agent to handle. And the lollipop user just so happened to appear on the same day. The macaron user said the person who took him out was a girl. Is this all really just a coincidence? She knew about my lollipops? Sorry, some of the lines in this series out of context are amazing. There's a lot more evidence that incriminates you. Want me to list it all out? This person is definitely sharp. Oh? I forgot my book bag in the car. Or not. Fine then. I'll just ask again back at headquarters. It's getting chilly. And then we have the frozen ice cream in front of her. But Misaki takes her and jumps off the side of the overpass, grabbing on with his fork. Thanks. Oops, I should have confiscated your cutlery. You're running because you either can't fight back, or you still think you can talk your way out of this. Guess we'll find out once I corner you. She's serious. We're in for it now. She's coming after us really fast, and look at that pose of hers. We have to get away. Don't use your lollipop. Ever. Even when push comes to shove, I'll take care of it. This makes me nostalgic, she says. I used to live in this neighborhood. She's catching up to us so quickly, and she's sliding on the path she made. The lady at the flower shop told me that flowers last longer if you sear the cut stems. I burnt all the flowers I bought. What the? It got a little out of hand. She started a fire. A stranger came up to me and offered me sweets, so I followed him. Hello, stranger danger. I love just how completely incompetent she is in, like, all of these situations. He gave me cream puffs. I guess sometimes it turns out okay. It was so fun back then. It sounds dangerous. The man at the smoke shop and my teachers, everyone was really nice, but no one lives in the city I love anymore. And she continues to freeze a path in front of her, and it starts to catch up to, Tsumugi? My lungs. She's been taking it easy this whole time. If you don't show yourself, you'll end up as a sherbet. Oh? And then Misaki turns. Get behind me. But you'll freeze. That's better than both of us freezing. And she sends another attack. I knew it. But she uses her lollipop to block it. What? In that case, it's better if neither of us freezes. Okay. Oh man, I'm so hype and excited to read the rest of this. I honestly just want to read the rest of this and forsake all these other series. Because I'm just so hooked right now. But no, I gotta hold off for now. I love Irie. I've really, I wasn't sure about Misaki at first, but he's really, really, really grown on me. And of course, main character, I think it's Tsumugi. The only reason I keep getting confused is because right after, this series comes right after the BS cancellation of Phantom Seer, by the way. But because of Tsumugi in Phantom Seer, I keep questioning myself. Is it Tsumugi? But I'm pretty certain it's Tsumugi. Of course, I might just be totally wrong and sounding like an idiot. It might, be Tsubaki or something. There's so many Tsu names that are, all over the place with these new series that I'm just getting into that it's hard to keep track of them all, especially with Nine Dragons' Ball Parade. See, I still don't have everybody's names down. But yeah, speaking of Nine Dragons Ball Parade, that's what I'm moving on to next. But know that I love this chapter, and I'm really excited to finally get to the next two after this. Now for Nine Dragons' Ball Parade, I am really excited because every character we've gotten introduced to so far for the team has been really great. I've loved getting each of their stories and learning more about them, and just sort of the arc of picking up each of these members of the team. I really, really, really love that. Plus, Kadian is really, really great too. But beyond just them, at the end of last chapter, I'm pretty certain we had 2 new people showing up saying that they wanted to be part of the team. So I'm excited for, again, just this next part. This whole team building arc, to me, is so fun that, yeah, I'm really, really excited to see where it goes next with them. Yotsurugi, it's your lifelong rival. Taiga Toromoto, I'ma join this team too. Is this going to be one of those things like a Might Guy situation where he thinks he's his rival, but then Tsurugi's going to be like, I don't know who this guy is. Chapter 13, Karmic Ties. And there was another guy with him too last time. Yeah, he's behind him in that panel. Yo, Tsurugi, long time no see. Torimoto. Who? What? Torimoto, the guy with the legendary home run? Never heard of you. Seriously. Seriously. For what it's worth, I have. Yeah, well, you look like the type who would. Torimoto of Ohirani Junior High, right? A left-handed slugger and outfielder. Famous for his home run that hit a flagpole in a game last year. He smashed 5 homers that tournament, earning him the moniker of Home Run King. And he's nodding. The only thing is, when you're not hitting homers, you're mostly striking out. And we have 23 at-bats, 5 hits, 5 home runs, batting average .217, which, I mean, that's not like terrible either. No matter, that's pretty solid. No matter how many home runs I hit, I don't get any recognition. If Yoshitaka Tsurugi, the slugger from Fujigaoka, had played that game, I bet Torimoto wouldn't have been dubbed the Home Run King. Alright? Tsurugi, you can't run away from me any longer. We'll soon see who's the real Home Run King. Doesn't he seem kind of weird? Not as weird as you. A left-handed slugger is a tremendous asset. This is our lucky day. Hey, I think we should go. I knew this wasn't a good idea. Oh, I recognize that guy. Eep, they're looking at me. What's his name, Azukita? Oh, him? Hazu, you're a real Pokedex. Io Horaguchi, also from Ohirani Junior High. He's well known as an agile second baseman with excellent base running and defensive skills. What? He left a real impression on me. In one game, he stole 3 bases. I remember him too. He's really good with his glove. Well, rumor has it that a lot of strong teams tried to recruit Horaguchi, but for some reason he turned them all down. Why are you here after declining all those other schools? How do you know about that? Well, elite teams have lame social hierarchies. I don't want to be tormented to death by bullying and hazing. Whoa, he's really paranoid. Bwahaha, don't worry. He's been like this since he was little. I love these two. Like I love them already. Join the team. But since Kokuryuzan doesn't have any of that lame stuff, he said he'd join with me. No, I didn't. Starting a new team from scratch, that kind of ambitious dreaming is scary. I bet the whole team is starry-eyed but secretly looks down on me. He's totally paranoid. Besides, what? You said okay, then I'll join Kokuryuzan, You said okay, then I'll join Kokuryuzan. You looked stoked, Io. It's cool that there's no hierarchy. I'll be okay because you're joining too, Taiga. Well, isn't that what you said? Sorry, guys, he's not good at showing his real feelings, you know. The other day, he wanted to offer a seat to an old lady on the train, so we just got off at the wrong station. Come on, Io, you want to join this team, right? Well, yeah. Well then, it's settled. Alright. Thanks, Kokuryuzan. In that case... Oh, I see. You play second. Well, don't go thinking you're a big shot just because you got scouted. On this team, you obey me. You don't say mean things to me. You don't pinch my ears, and on second thought... And he turns around. It's great to see. So much life on the field. I love this. Io Horaguchi. Okay, Io Horaguchi, second baseman, stealthy infielder, good at stealing bases, pessimistic and introverted, wary of team culture. And Taiga Torimoto, outfielder, power hitter, booming hits if he makes contact. Considered Tsurugi his rival. Alright, that's cute. So now we have almost a full team here. What do we need, like, just 2 more? Yeah, we just need 2 more outfielders. Alright, let's get cracking, says Karin. Whoa, hey, there's more of them now. I hear they got some famous players. I hear the pitcher turned down Hakuo. For reals? This might be good, thinks Azukita. In the beginning, we had just the faintest glimmer of hope, and now, we already have such amazing teammates. Maybe, just maybe this isn't a dream. Reviving the 9 dragons, and here goes. Even beating Hakuo. I love this. Looking back at everyone training together and at like the toy store where they're all working together, putting up recruitment posters. I love this. Hakuo Academy baseball team pitching field. Beep. Yikes. Good. You've gotten even sharper. Now that's what we expect of Hakuo's ace, Shiro. Thank you. I couldn't do it without the support of the analytics team. Hakuo Academy, Shiro Shiratori. Picture. Some of these names like Taiga Torimoto and Shiro Shiratori. Alright, Shiro. One more pitch. No, I think we should stop. Yoshimi, your mitt's falling apart. Whoa. Wow, man, I'm jealous. He's so cool and collected. And those perfect looks, too. He's been Hakuo's ace since he was a first year. Not to mention... Shiro, your father wants to see you. Jiro Shiratori, baseball team head coach. Yes, sir. He's the son of the director of Hakuo Academy. Resource room number 4. Excuse me. And then Hakuo defeated. Articles about every time we lost, the scores of each practice game we lost, and all the responses from every recruiter who turned us down. Our Hall of Shame seems super duper unhealthy. A man who can talk about his past defeats with a smile is no king. A beating 1 year ago, a humiliation 10 years ago, a failure 50 years ago. If you can look back on such things without seething inside, you may as well slit your own throat. Shiro, there you are. Director, Hakuo Academy, President of the Hakuo Academy Group, Kiyoshi Shiratori. As I'm sure you know, Hakuo has tasted humiliating defeats 3 times in the past. The name of the team responsible is Kukuryuzan High School, and now once again that school is on the rise. Even worse, one of their core players rejected Hakuo. And he cracks the glass. I love this, so dramatic. Shiro, I want you to investigate Kokuryuzan. Find out if they're a real threat. Understood. And he just slices the paper in half. Your wish is my command, father. Hilarious. Wait, I thought Jiro Shiratori was his father. Hold on. No, Jiro is the coach. So I guess that's his older brother then, because he says father. Their father looks old as hell. I love the turn it took of just getting so overdramatic. But yeah, that was really, really, really fun. After this, I'm going to finish off this video with Ghost Reaper Girl. Looking forward to who the last 2 teammates will be. The only thing I'm kind of worried about is this whole collecting teammates arc has been so fun, and I've loved it so much that I'm worried that once the team is fully assembled, the stuff after that won't be as fun. That's the only worry I have. But yeah, this was super enjoyable. Let's move on to Ghost Reaper Girl. Now we have Chapter 20 of Ghost Reaper Girl, a series that has grown on me really so much. Like from where it started and what I thought it was going to be after the first like 2 chapters or so to what it is now, it has grown on me just like a crazy amount. So I'm excited. Last time we ended off, it's been a bit of a while for me, with Nyarlathotep getting the fusion treatment with Chloe. So let's see how that goes against someone as completely overpowered as Cthulhu. But we see Shigarath and the rest. You're getting your butts handed to you. Nah. What are you guys doing? You're supposed to be Arkham's elite. Pathetic, all of you. Director? And she's talking from the hat. Gasp. Director Nyarla. Up with you, Panzer. Aren't you one of the operations aren't you the operations leader? What'd I miss? He slops up. Oh well, I'll help you this time. Or actually... Oh, I forgot that this is read opposite way of a normal manga. That's always going to throw me off. Hey, what are you guys doing? Getting your butts handed to you? Okay. Alright. Up with you, Panzer. Aren't you the operations leader? Gasp. Director Nyarla? What'd I miss? Okay. So it seems like she has healing powers when in Nurse Nyarla form. Oh well, I'll help you this time. It's time to strike back, Chloe. Alright. We have the growling coming from the shark beast. Shra! What? Don't be afraid. It's only intimidation, a skill that paralyzes weaker beings with fear. It won't work on me. When it seems like she has, like, bat wing gloves? But how do we fight this thing? Even Shogi's swords barely scratched it. Simple is best. For now, just sock it as hard as you can. So sloppy. Take this. And she just punches the hell out of it. And it goes flying. They all look shocked. Even Cthulhu looks shocked. Hang on. That's insanely strong. I'm the physical type by nature. I overpower my enemies. This is only a fraction of my power. Look, even armor strong enough to deflect swords can't stop blunt force trauma. Power is pure strength. Go on, Chloe, pulverize it. I love her waving her arms around like as the hat symbol. Never took you for a meathead. And then she just blocks its attacks with brute strength and punches it in the gut. But thanks, Director. I couldn't do anything even though these jerks hurt my friends. I felt so pathetic and frustrated. And she kicks the hell out of it too. I wished for power just like this, with my whole heart. And then, oh, yeah, she can turn the things into axe blades, or maybe they just are axe blades on her gloves. And she knocks it down into the ground. Amazing. It didn't stand a chance, says Noelle. Mew beat that monster like it was nothing. Now then, you're next, Oscar Cthulhu. Huh. Outer god Nyarlathotep. She can even transform with a malevolent deity of your class, an unexpectedly intriguing vessel. But it's too much. She's about to fall apart. Oh? Fine. And then he snaps his finger, and there's a huge pressure, it looks like. What? An earthquake? I acknowledge Ghost Reaper Girl's potential. I'll let you go this time. Oscar, you. Relay is at the bottom. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing these completely correct, but I'm pretty sure, like, even with Cthulhu, there's, like, a ton of different pronunciations. Relay is located at the bottom of the sea, far from where you were on the surface. Both spaces are simply connected by my abilities. I just cut that connection. This place will be crushed by water pressure in mere minutes. You'll all be buried at the bottom of the sea. Okay, so we see how the teleportation took them to this place, but it's not like another realm. He just teleported them to somewhere else on Earth. Okay. You'll all be buried at the bottom of the sea. Although, Nyarla, perhaps you could still save them. So only a few moments to act. No choice then. Their safety is my priority right now, so I wonder if he's trying to get her to use up her powers and weaken herself. We're getting out of here. Stick close to me, everyone. Director. And now we have the beast is still moving. Grah. You'll be back, Iod. Haven't I taught you plenty of times before? You are the disaster, a being cursed to bring calamity. If you don't want to drag what's precious to you into disaster again, you have no choice but to stay by my side. Oscar, and he turns back. Oh, but I was gonna say, I wonder if he'll get trapped there with him then, but no. He comes back with everybody else. Okay. Water again. That's just perfect. Thanks, Director. Technically. And she's holding on to the doctor. Gosh, why am I forgetting his name? Dr. West. You got us all out of there alive. Kai? Oh? And we have the tentacle from that beast coming up. So I wonder if it came with them. If it's going to be like an ally, be like, okay, you beat me up. I'm going to work for you instead of Cthulhu. Interesting. Or maybe West is just going to turn it into a new leg. Oh well. Either way, that was really, really, really good. Gonna end this video here, and then I guess it's time to record the second part. Either way though, that was super fun. Thank you so much for watching. Like if you did like the video, comment down there to tell me what you thought about any of these chapters, any of my thoughts and reaction, anything you want to discuss regarding them. Like I said, I'll be trying to catch up as quickly as I possibly can. Like, comment, subscribe, follow on Twitter if you want. If you want a link to the Discord server, ask and I'll give you one. And if you'd like to help support the channel on Patreon to help me continue to make these videos, it's patreon.com/Haku of the Tubes, or a link will be in the description. But either way, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.